Traders, welcome back to another price action trading lesson. So today's market started with this downtrend working lower. We had an uptrend working higher with the breaking a new high. So bullish bias played out at this point with a nice two-legged pullback here. First leg up, break, second leg up. So at this point, I'm considering some failed second entry long to take advantage of this downtrend needing a new low. The market didn't open till around this area. So when we stepped into the market, we had this short-term downtrend working lower, something like this. So I was really thinking about some second entry short here to get the new low of this downtrend and this main downtrend, needing a new extreme. But you can see we ended up reversing here slightly. We had a little channel working higher with a break in a new high. But since this move down was so strong, I really wasn't giving up on the bearish bias at this point. I was expecting a new extreme of this downtrend. So I went ahead and drew this wider downtrend here, and I was looking for some second entry short because once again, this downtrend was so strong and so big compared to this move here that I was really expecting this downtrend to get a new low. So let's see if we can get it here. We get a first entry short, but then we're back above the EMA. So this second entry short formed, which is what we are looking for, a second entry short, but problem is that it formed, the majority of it formed above the EMA. I was thinking about some lower high here, but you can see we got back above the EMA again. Now we're working quite sideways, and then we end up pushing higher. So at this point, I'm really starting to question this bearish bias, this downtrend needing a new low. So I'm sticking to these channels here to see what the next market cycle is going to be. We have this uptrend working higher, and we push up and get a break in a new high. So I'm kind of more or less giving up on this downtrend needing a new low. I didn't have this wider channel here at the moment. I was thinking about something like this, but it's still quite early. I didn't have this just yet. I was still sticking to the tighter channels. But when we push back above the EMA here, this is when I really gave up on this downtrend needing a new low. Because if we would have pulled lower, something like this, then I would have thought, okay, maybe this downtrend is going to want to get a new extreme, and I would have been looking for some second entry short at the EMA. But now that we're back above the EMA, this is really confirming that this downtrend, that the market ended up reversing, this downtrend is not going to get a new low. So I went ahead and drew this trading range and anticipated it with the support and resistance here. And then I was trying to think about this wider downtrend, this wider uptrend here as well, because you can see he gets a nice confirmation here, a nice third swing confirmation, first swing, second swing, third swing, and we're pushing up higher here. So this uptrend played out with a break and a new high, but that's okay because for one, these are two market cycles working at the same time. We have this range market cycle, but also this bullish channel market cycle. So there's definitely a bullish bias in this market. Uptrend played out the break and a new high, but it's okay because if this channel breaks, I'm still going to expect a new high according to trendline rule. And sure enough, we have a downtrend with a break and a new extreme here. But then you can see the support held and we're pushing back above the EMA. So this is exactly what I was expecting. The support is holding, the range is holding here, but also now we have our first break here of this main uptrend. So I'm expecting a new high according to trendline rule. So I'm thinking about some failed second entry short above the EMA because the failed second entry short above the EMA would confirm both market cycles. It would confirm the range holding the range and then, or the support holding the range, excuse me, and then it would confirm the uptrend needing a new high. So let's see if we can get it here. We are back below the EMA, so we didn't get the failed second entry short here, but I'm still not giving up on the bias because I'm still playing this as a break and a new low, and I'm still expecting this support to hold here. And sure enough, support held prices pushed above. So I'm looking for some second entry long at the EMA because this uptrend needs a new high, in addition to this wider channel needing a new extreme. Let's see if we can get it here. And we didn't. First entry long pushed straight to the new high. So now this wider uptrend played out, and this uptrend within the range played out with a break and a new high. So now this is more so just an area of development for me. I need to see what is going to happen next. I need to see more price action to see what the next market cycle is going to be here. Okay, so we pushed higher, and we have some second entry long here, but this second entry long has no context supporting it. This is a local setup, which is a nice second entry long, but there's no context supporting this. The structure does not support this because uptrend just played out the break at a new high for this channel within the range and for the main channel, this wider channel here. So this has no support, this second entry long, so we need to be patient here and wait for the market to clear itself up and show us what the next pattern is going to be, the next structure. So we have this downtrend working lower that has a break and a new extreme at this point. And then we're working sideways a little bit, but then we push higher. So this is already signaling, if we zoom out a little bit, that there could potentially be some wider channel. So I was thinking about something like this, which you can see gets confirmed quite nicely here. And then it was going to be something like this here. So I'm already starting to anticipate this. So if I get some second entry long at the EMA, I could consider if it forms nicely, because the bears failed to pull prices lower. They should have pulled prices lower here. They failed. Prices got back above the EMA. Then they could have pulled prices lower here, but they failed again, and we pushed back above the EMA. So I'm already starting to anticipate that there's some wider channel here. So I'm thinking about some second entry long at the EMA. We get a first entry long pullback, second entry long here, but the bar just formed bad on my chart. I needed to see a stronger bullish signal bar here. But sure enough, prices pushed higher and created the next push phase up, which is exactly what we wanted to see. So this second entry long would have been great had it been a better signal bar, but at least it confirmed the context for us. So now we're thinking about second entry long at the EMA here. We get a first entry long, break new low of the downtrend. I'm thinking about some higher low above the EMA here, but you can see we didn't get it. We just continued pushing higher. So I'm still thinking about the second entry long because we are in a bullish channel at this point. But the first, or we actually did get a first entry long pullback, second entry long here, but we have a downtrend in play, and it was a bearish signal bar. And now we have this downtrend working lower with a tiny break and a new extreme here. So I'm thinking about some failed second entry short above the EMA here. You can really anticipate that there's some small trading range as well. You see the support holding and resistance up here. So I'm thinking about some failed second entry short, excuse me, at the EMA. We get a first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure. Great high probability setup. So downtrend played out with a break and a new low. So you know the bearish bias depleted here. We are in a main bullish uptrend. So we're looking for long setups to start the next push phase. And given this range of support held, we're back above the EMA. So a failed second entry short confirms both this range and this bullish channel like it did earlier. And sure enough, prices work for a nice little scalp. And now we're back here again with the bearish trend down with a break and a new extreme. So very, very similar to what happened here. Downtrend working lower with a break and a new low. Downtrend working lower with a break and a new low. And you can see these nice two legs. This is perfect for what I look for in price action. Why? Because we can't forget what our market structure was. Our market structure was main uptrend. This bullish uptrend is in play at this point. And we also have this trading range, which is our secondary market structure, our secondary market cycle, which is very, very similar to what we had here. Remember, we had the wider uptrend, but also this trading range working together at once. Same idea here. Bullish channel, but also trading range working together. So we can combine price action rules for both, and it can make the setup even stronger. These are beautiful areas of the chart where two market cycles work together to make one. I love these areas to take high probability setups, and I also love when two channels need new extremes. These are my two favorite areas of the chart to really take advantage of the high probability setup, because you know there's a really high chance of it working, because there's not only one market structure or market cycle confirming it, but there's two. And that's exactly what we have here. We have first leg down, break, second leg down. So you know that the bulls really should kick in here, because this is a failed breakout of this trading range. And you know that the bearish bias depleted with these clear two-legged pullback. This is the first break here of the main channel. So we're really expecting a new high according to trendline rule. So we have two market cycles working at once, the trading range and the uptrend. So a failed second entry short will be perfect, because it'll confirm both of the market cycles that I just referred to, and to that this wider channel like this is invalid because it's going against the main trend here, and this is just way too flat. So yeah, guys, it gives you a lot of confidence to take a failed second entry short above the EMA, because this is a failed breakout, supports holding. We expect a new high according to this wider channel trendline rule. So let's see. First entry short pullback, second entry short failure. Perfect high probability setup, because it confirms the thesis that we just talked about here. And sure enough, prices push straight up. We get an uptrend working higher. So I'm thinking about some second entry long at the EMA, because uptrend still needs a new high according to trendline rule. But you can see we're pushing back below the EMA, and it could just be traders taking profits at this point because we're getting quite late on the day. But yeah, guys, this was a great trading day, very predictable price action. The only thing that was quite concerning to me is I really expected a new low for this downtrend, but no worries. Anything can happen in price action. Prices ended up reversing here. Uptrend working higher with a break and a new extreme. Two market cycles working together, this uptrend and this trading range. We really expected a new extreme here. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened up here as well. Instead of reversing the market, the traders held prices here, pushed above the EMA, and then pushed again. So we anticipated this wider channel. A push phase started. We get some trading range here. You saw me talk about this failed second entry short here. Great high probability setup. And then we get these two legs down. Perfect price action. You know the wider channel is not going to be valid because it's going against the main channel. And a great failed second entry short to confirm this failed breakout, the support holding prices, and this main uptrend needing a new high. And now the traders are taking profits towards the end of the day. So yeah, guys, very predictable price action, a fun day to trade here. If this video was helpful for you guys, feel free to hit that like button below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. I have a trading community where I post charts daily in real time. If that's of any interest to you guys, feel free to check out the link in the description below. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys had a good trading day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.